Have you ever wondered why Costa Rica is so expensive? Well, I have. Costa Ricans have to pay for the most expensive Big Mac in the region. In fact, Costa Rica has the sixth most expensive Big Mac in the world, costing around $5.71, only surpassed by countries like Switzerland and Norway. Meanwhile, its closest neighbors have relatively lower prices. Guatemala pays $3.71, Honduras $4.13, and Nicaragua around $4.34. So, why is it so expensive? Number 1. High taxes and operating costs. The tax burden and high costs of doing business in Costa Rica make both local and imported products more expensive. This is partly due to the complexity of the regulatory system, which includes high tariffs and bureaucratic barriers to imported goods. According to an analysis by Harvard Revista, the country faces significant challenges in implementing economic policies that foster competitiveness, which directly impacts the cost of living. Number 2. Public sector and social spending. Costa Rica has historically prioritized social welfare, with a strong focus on education and public health. However, this commitment has also led to a high public spending, which in many cases has not been efficient. Data of a recent study from Cepal revealed that perception of corruption and distrust in institutions have significantly increased over the past decades, making it difficult to implement reforms that could reduce costs. Number 3. Inequality and persistent poverty. Despite the moderate economic growth, inequality has worsened in Costa Rica, placing it among the most unequal countries in Latin America. According to data from Harvard Revista, the Gini coefficient, which measures income inequality, has deteriorated, suggesting that benefits of economic growth are not being distributed equally. This negatively impacts the purchasing power of the population. Number 4. Import dependence on exchange rate. Costa Rica is heavily dependent on the import of consumer goods, making its economy vulnerable to exchange rate fluctuations. High transportation costs and the recent depreciation of the colon against the dollar have driven up the prices of imported goods, making basic products like food and fuel more expensive. And that's why Costa Rica is one of the most expensive countries in the region. If you find this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know your comments below. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you'll never miss out any interesting information about my country, Costa Rica.